is Marlene RB and I am from class 07 SIGE 004. Today I want to present about factor in language learning. In this mind mapping, there are 6 main points in our discussion, and let's dive into the first topic, language complexity and linguistics. Language is a complex phenomenon that serves as a common focus for various social sciences, including linguistics, psycholinguistics, sociolinguistics, neurolinguistics, and historical linguistics. Linguistics is identified as the scientific study of human language. The primary objective of this field is to define language by exploring its nature, form, meaning, and context. This field of linguistics introduce controversial issues such as the distinction between language acquisition and learning. Moving on to language acquisition and learning. As we know, language acquisition refers to subconscious and intuitive process of constructing the system of a language. Learning in the context of language acquisition is a conscious process in which learners actively attempt to form, figure out rules, and are generally aware of their own language learning process. Language acquisition is characterized by a natural and intuitive process, while learning involves conscious and intentional effort to understand and apply the rules of language. Krashen's model suggests the individuals utilize both acquisition and learning as independent means of developing proficiency in a second language. Now let's discuss the evolution of language learning approach, the shift from behaviorist to humanistic, emphasizing a move from teacher-centered to learner-centered method. In the behaviorist approach, the teacher dominates, while in the humanistic approach, the focus is on us. We actively engage, learn from experience, and collaborate instead of just listening to the teacher. We now work together in groups, have discussion, and use learning strategies that suit us. Next, there are dominating views, consisting of structural, functional, and interactive view. The first one is structural view. This view sees language as a rule and a patterns. For example, learning how words and sentences are structured correctly. And the second one is functional view. This view sees language as a tool for communication or achieving goals. For example, practicing speaking in real life situations such as ordering food in a restaurant. And the third is interactive view. This view sees language as a way to interact and build social relationships. For example, participating in role-playing or group discussion to practice using language in everyday situations. Each view provides a different way of understanding and teaching language, depending on the best way for students to learn and engage with the language. Proceeding to psycholinguistics emerge, the humanistic approach contribute to the emerge of psycholinguistics, studying psychological factor in language acquisition. So psycholinguistics help us understand the relationship between our mind and how we use language. Finally, let's explore psycholinguistic dimension as put forth by Gass and Selinker 2008. There are 9 dimensions affecting the language learning acquisition process. There is the effect, emotional factor, social distance, age difference, aptitude, motivation, personality, learning style, learning strategies, and intelligence. For example, affect include language shock and culture shock, anxiety, and affective filter. And in social distance refers to how close or distant learners are from the culture or language community they are studying. In age difference, investigate how age can influence language learning ability with the critical period, hepatitis being a well-known example. Aptitude relate to a person's natural talent for learning a new language. Motivation describe the drive behind learning. Personality involve emotional and attitudinal response pattern. Learning style looks at individual preference in acquiring information, and learning strategies include cognitive, metacognitive, social, and affective strategy. And the last one is intelligent, explore how cognitive abilities influence language learning. These dimensions collectively shape the language learning and acquisition process, impacting individuals differently based on their characteristic and context. So that's the discussion for today. I am Marlena Arbi. Thank you and see you in the next discussion.